Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Pure Biology, and today's topic is that hypothalamus gland. So here first we have to understand that generally two types of glands are present in our body. One is the endocrine glands and another is the exocrine glands. So endocrine glands that secretes generally hormones, and exocrine glands that secretes generally enzymes. So what is the difference between the endocrine gland and the exocrine gland? Endocrine gland that is without duct, D-U-C-T, duct, but exocrine glands that have ducts. That means the secretion of the endocrine glands that release directly into the blood, but in case of then it goes to the target cells and then control the functions of the target cells. But in case of exocrine glands, it is carried, the secretion generally is carried through the ducts, and it release in the like that enzymes, it release the enzymes through the, that means exocrine glands release the enzymes through the ducts to the target cells. Okay, so here the ducts present, and in case of endocrine glands, ducts absent. So we have to learn today is that the hypothalamus. So hypothalamus, first, where it is located? It is located at the base of the diencephalon of the forebrain. Clear? Generally three parts of brain are there. One is the forebrain, midbrain and the hindbrain. Clear? So diencephalon is the part of the forebrain, and of course when I will try to explain the brain, then obviously the structure of the forebrain diencephalon, then I will explain. Okay, so diencephalon, that is situated where, or it is a part of the forebrain, and the hypothalamus gland, it is located at the base of the diencephalon and considered as the neuroendocrine structure. It is considered as the neuroendocrine structure. So it is known as neuroendocrine gland rather than the endocrine gland. And why? Because its secretion is known as the neurohormone. So that's why the neurohormone as secreted from the hypothalamus, that's why it is called that the neuroendocrine gland. Okay, where is that? This is the neuroendocrine gland. And these hormones originating in the hypothalamic neurons and pass through the axons and are released from their nerve endings. If you follow the structure of the axons, there is the nerve endings are there. If this is the axon, okay, this is axon, so there are the nerve endings present. Okay, so this is the nerve endings, and these are the dendrites obviously, and this is the axon, and nerve endings are there. So what is saying that the secretion that are released from the, or known as the neurohormone, that are released from the hypothalamus, that pass through the axon and release from their nerve endings. These are the nerve endings. From there, these are released, and these hormones reach to where? Reach to the pituitary gland through the portal circulatory system. Okay, through the portal circulatory system, these hormones reach to the pituitary gland. And you have to know that the pituitary glands generally anterior pituitary glands and the posterior pituitary glands. So its role is that the secretion of the hypothalamus, the role of that to control the secretion of the anterior and the posterior pituitary hormone. Okay, so this is the pituitary hormone. So function of the anterior pituitary and the posterior pituitary. Now, this is the control. And these hormones generally regulate the synthesis and the secretion of the pituitary hormones that depending on the actions, and these hormones are called the releasing hormones. That means there are two types of hormones present in the hypothalamus. One is the releasing hormone known as that, and another is the inhibiting hormone. So that means the releasing hormone that control the secretion of the other glands secretion, and the inhibiting hormone that obviously oppose or that obviously control or stop the secretion of the other glands hormone. So two kinds of hormones are there. One is the releasing hormone and another is the inhibiting hormone. Clear? Now the first one, this is the TRH, that is the thyrotropin releasing hormone. Thyrotropin releasing hormone, THYROTROPIN, thyrotropin. And this thyrotropin releasing hormones, another name is that thyrotropin releasing factor or TRF. This is obviously peptide hormone, or you can say that the protein type of hormone, peptide hormone, and that stimulates the release of TSH. TSH is what? TSH is known as thyrotropin stimulating hormone. This is the TSH, and prolactin by the anterior pituitary, and TRH that travels to the pituitary via the hypophyseal portal system. Clear? So TRH generally releasing from the hypothalamus and then reaches to the pituitary gland through the hypophyseal portal system, and then controls the release of thyrotropin stimulating hormone. Clear? Next one is the GnRH. GnRH, and it is known as what? Gonadotropin releasing hormone. Clear? Gonadotropin releasing hormone. This is also peptide hormone, and it is responsible for the release of FSH and the LH. That means the follicle stimulating hormone and the luteinizing hormone. Clear? This is the luteinizing hormone, and FSH is the follicle stimulating hormone. Those hormones are released from the anterior pituitary gland. And another hormone is the GHRH. What is that? This is another growth hormone releasing factor, or you can say that the growth hormone releasing hormone. Clear? And it's obviously factor and hormone both are same. So this is also peptide hormone and produced by the hypothalamus. And this GHRH, this is released from neurosecretory nerve terminals and carried by the hypothalamo-hypophyseal portal circulation to the anterior pituitary gland. So, what is saying that GHRH released from where? This is the neurosecretory nerve terminals, these nerve terminals, and then carried by the hypothalamo-hypophyseal portal circulation to where? To the anterior pituitary gland. And there it stimulates the synthesis and release of growth hormone. Synthesis and release of growth hormone. Clear? And the action of the GHRH are opposed by the GHIH. That means they are obviously, I said that there are two types of hormones. One is the releasing hormone that controls the secretions of other glands hormone, and the second one is the inhibiting hormone. So another hormone is the GHIH, that is the growth hormone inhibiting hormone, and these obviously oppose the secretion of this GHRH, or you can say it shows the opposite functions of that GHRH. Clear? Next one is the CRH. CRH is obviously this is called the corticotropic releasing factor, and its name is that corticotropic releasing hormone, or you can say the factor, and it is polypeptide hormone, and obviously neurotransmitter. It is known as, obviously this is the neurotransmitter, and it stimulates what? It stimulates the secretion of ACTH. What is the full form of ACTH? Adrenocorticotropic hormone from the anterior pituitary. Clear? Next one is that PIH. PIH is what? Prolactin inhibiting hormone. This prolactin inhibiting hormone is one kind of dopamine. Clear? The CRH, that was neurotransmitter, and PIH is also one kind of dopamine, and that inhibits the release of prolactin hormone from the anterior pituitary. Clear? So you just have seen that maximum hormone that are released from the hypothalamus, these are all the neurohormone, or these acts like the neurotransmitter. Clear? And that's why hypothalamus is called the neuroendocrine gland, not the true endocrine gland. Okay, so this is the hypothalamus, the structure and the secretion of hypothalamus. Here I have said only that the hypothalamus, the hormones that release from the hypothalamus, and how these hormones release from hypothalamus and reach where, and how to control the others hormone secretion. Okay, this is a brief explanation, and in the series of videos that will be uploaded in my channel, there I will try to explain about the animal hormone, because in previous videos I have already explained that plants hormones activity. So here I will try to explain the all animals hormones that control the human body. Okay, so if you are the new one in my channel, so please you subscribe this channel and hit the bell icon for getting the notification.